Hi, everybody. It's Debbie. You're at your home, your happy place, and welcome. If you're brand new, I hope you decide to stay and subscribe. We are going to try and finish up my family room, but before I say any more, let me first apologize. I really try hard to give you a good video every week that I come, and I just should not have recorded my last video. I did not feel good, and it obviously showed when my editing was terrible, and I apologize. There was repeat in there, and you guys, not one of you mentioned it. You're so kind to me. I love that you're so sweet, because it's really tough sometimes. You really want to get out a video and not let people down, and it just was bad. So anyway, we are going to continue my series. And what is it if you're new? Well, I got very inspired by a couple of things this year. 100-year anniversaries of the Rockettes, because I'm going to go see them in a couple of weeks. 100-year of the Downton Abbey series. It ended, and it was 1925. And so there was a lot of that, and I went and saw that movie, and I love that series. And that really started in the early 1900s, which was more Victorian era than Art Deco type. And so it just got me, I love Victorian. So I'm calling it Downton Abbey, but you guys can tell I don't live in a castle. And so I'm just helping you realize you do not have to have, like, if you decide to do a certain theme Christmas, if that's what, some people don't even do that. I just like a theme. It helps me find focus for each room. But you don't, I don't have a Victorian 1925 house, and a lot of my things are new. And the thing is I'm getting a feel. And for me, I also want to encourage you, just make yourself happy. That is the most important thing. We're trying to decorate our homes for comfort and coziness, and, making people feel welcome that are coming in. And it's not about the oohs and the ahs. It isn't for me. I get them, I do, but that's just because I do a lot of decorating. And I want to tell you, I didn't always do that. The first time I ever even realized you could decorate all the rooms in your house, I was in my 30s, and we lived in a beautiful subdivision. I showed you the picture of the front of the house in a couple videos ago. And I went on a Christmas house tour. And I'd never seen anything like it in my life. I couldn't believe it. Every room, every bathroom, every space was decked out. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's heaven to me. I just didn't know. And that's what started my collecting. And of course, like I said, I was kind of in that Victorian era. I've never really given it up. So I am going to try and finish this up. It's not going to be a long video. I hope you will enjoy it with me, and let's decorate. I'm going to start with my mantle, and I know you're used to a lot of garlands and things, and I've got to be honest, I was claustrophobic in my family room last year. I had 2 Christmas trees. I had that wall and this wall decked out, my coffee table, my mantle. I probably had wreaths on the windows. And it was too much for me. And you got to know that about yourself. So this is going to be one of the most simplest things. And I have a very short mantle that way. And of course you see there's a TV over it. So all I can do anyway are the edges. Yes, I can deck this out if I want, but I don't want. And so I'm just going to show you. Super simple. I don't know what year I got these, but they're like a velvet Christmas tree, and 2 sizes, Hobby Lobby. And I decided, I could have put a candle in there, but I decided these really pretty and sparkly angels that I got at Hobby Lobby this year would be perfect. And that is it. I'm going to do that on the other side. This one has a bird instead of a wreath. All right, I am going to leave it plain, and then I'm going to do a little bit on the hearth. This is a wood burning fireplace, so I do really need the tools. I picked this up last year at Michael's, I'm pretty sure. If it wasn't Michael's, it was Walmart. They both had some of the prettiest wreaths and items that I'd ever seen before. So I'm literally just, it has a little hook on it, and I hung it there. And that really, again, if hopefully you can see, if I had a big garland there, it would just be too much for me. Now on this side, it's gonna be more about bringing that Victorian times and a little bit of Toyland in. I don't recall where I got him. Maybe Michael's a couple years ago, but I'm not real sure. Some of you, if you have him, you might know. But he's a matte wood nutcracker that works. I mean, you know, he's got the little bar in the back that works. And to me, he just looks like something that would have been handmade as a toy for children years ago. So last year I found these. Anyway, I found these at Hobby Lobby last year, and they're just great. I will try and find a clip of what we did with them. But of course, I have 7 grandchildren. I think they all were able to hold them last year. Looks like I'm missing one. So I went ahead and went to look for more, because all the kids will have to have them. And they didn't have those this year, but they had these. And I thought they were really fun. So I just picked up 3 of them. But I'm going to set that over there, because not only are they fun toys, but shake your bells, shake your bells. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! I like to put something down for color and contrast on the table. I tried a lot of them, as usual. This color is going to be shown also in my pillows. So again, I have a lot of these. They're just tone on tone with a lot of stitching. And this one is very short, so it just fits the table. I made this, or pulled this together in my last video, and so we're going to use that as our centerpiece on the coffee table. I love books. My kids love books. My grandkids love books. And so over the years, I've collected several. Usually Christmas Eve, my husband reads this to the kids. They all cuddle up on the sofa downstairs with him. And I love the Dickens book I have. It's very old. So I'm going to pop these out. This beautiful tree was Michael's Ashland last year. I love. And then, of course, it has a smaller version. Put those together there. Here we go. And I don't recall where this little guy was from. But I thought that was cute. And then I wanted coasters, and these are not, I don't know, these are very rustic. So in my mind, I'm like, yeah, somebody might have just taken some logs, and of course, I don't know how they would have shellacked them. I suppose they could have. So I'll just pretend. Anyway, I think the pop of red on there is really pretty, and that wood bark picks up the wood in that tray. And I feel like I've got a really sweet coffee table. I showed these in my haul. These were under $10 for two. And I had bought them just because the other set I was waiting on was going to take for a really long time. And I really thought they were tapestry. They look like tapestry, but they're no different than this. They're printed. And when I got them, I thought, you know what? This one I like up here better. I'm going to use the other set down in my lower level. So it was a matter of what color pillow, because I like to double up. I want a solid behind it. And I have red and I have green. And so I went with the green. And I love this color green. And now you can see that is this exact match. I don't know, it's like a yellow green. So we're gonna pair these guys together on all four corners of my sofa. I love, it's just tying it all together for me. For throws, you gotta have a throw because this is where we cuddle and watch television. I considered green. It became too much green. I ordered some red. In the meantime, we were still sitting in here cuddling, and so I had used something that I had downstairs that wasn't anything I would have done. In the end, I kept what I was using until I got what I wanted and realized it's what I wanted after all. So I returned the other, and it's just this. This is one that, you find these at Home Goods. It's fuzzy on the inside, but wow, this is like I can't even describe. I mean, it feels like a fur coat, and they are super cuddly and warm, and they look so plush when you toss them on your sofa. So I thought about my tea cart, my bar cart, whatever you want to call this, and you know, thinking about the theme and the book that I bought about Downton Abbey tea, I decided this is a good time to bring out silver. And this is what my mother did. This was hers. She was so wise. She wrapped all of her silver in Glad wrap, saran wrap, whatever. I know there's probably things that are made for that, but this is an inexpensive way to keep it from turning. So I am going to use this. Looks like she had little cups on there. You can kind of see that. But I'm going to cover it up with a tea set. So I bought this tea set. Inside's very nice. Believe me, I have used cleaner on the outside. Bought it at the estate sales store last year. I just thought it was so beautiful, and I really did hope that I could get it completely cleaned up, but I couldn't. And again, it's just so beautiful, in my opinion. And there's just beautiful. So I have no idea how old it is, but it looks really pretty together. Now I'm going to use the Downton Abbey Afternoon Tea Cookbook to display here. Now I'm just going to add some touches of Christmas in here. So with all the little toddlers that I have roaming around, I have to keep some of the lower things very safe. These are, I get so mad at myself. I gave away something this year and I so regret it because I thought, oh, I'll never do Victorian again. And they were beautiful lamps. And I almost gave these away. I have a little collection. I want to say these are from Gordman's back in the day. These are velvet boxes. They're beautiful. Right now I use them. The one main reason I kept them is I store the little houses, the little villages in them when I put them away, and it keeps them safe and unbreakable. But anyway, I just thought this was the perfect little touch. A couple little Victorian presents underneath the tea set. Lastly, I'm going to just fix this up. I did swap out books, and we have the golden books. I was going to look up, I'll have to look up and see what year those were started, but there's 2 sets. Each have 5 Christmas stories for kids in them, and then there's some more classic Christmas books, and then we have some puzzle books in that, really for adults. So that's my basis. And now on the edge, I'm going to add one of my old music boxes. I show these to you every year. Well, sad news is he doesn't play anymore. And I don't know anything about fixing a music box, but I will never get rid of it. It's really cute and the kids will enjoy looking at it. On the other side, I am going to pop this. It's a little canvas. Actually, it might be wood. I don't know. Art house. And of course, we need a little bird. Red cardinal. To go with it. On those 2 books, I'm going to add a little novel, Twisted Tea Christmas. got this last year. I haven't read it yet. Usually Christmas is too busy. I have a basket of really board books for Christmas for the kids. We went through these yesterday with my youngest granddaughter. Get a pop of color. They can't hurt these, so we'll pop 2 of these down. Little trees right in the center, just for the texture. And then I am going to put in, now I see he's ceramic, but most of these are rubber actually, so the kids cannot hurt them. And this is the oldest nativity set that I have. Normally I put down a little people one or a VeggieTales one, but they end up playing with them and they keep them out. Oh, tell me it's not gonna fit. Oh dear, let me see. Okay, it is gonna fit, but guess what? That angel is not gonna work out. I'm gonna leave it, stick it out just a little so I can, because the angel, she sits up here and she's not gonna make it if I push her inside. I don't think anybody will hit this. But anyway, let's just set these guys up. All right, that's probably Joseph. And they can sit here and play with everything except that one book, which I'm not too worried about. They won't bother it. But this they will play with, I'm sure. And I want them to. So here we go. I don't usually show you this because I'm really, it's so low and I can't get far enough away because I have a sofa right behind me. So let's do the whole reveal. Thank you for joining me today. I enjoy sharing my home and all of my ideas, my treasures, my memories, because I hope it inspires you to kind of dig through your things and your memories, your pictures, anything. You know, it doesn't have to even work, as we saw with my music box. I don't care. That's always going to hold a special place for me. And I'm not sure if I bought that one or my father did, but it doesn't matter. It's those days gone by, and I love that. And also being able to share those with my grandkids. So if you would please give me a like, and if there's an opportunity to hype, I think that helps the channel grow, so I appreciate that as well. I will link what I can below. As always, you can shop my Amazon storefront, and that is now Black Friday sale going on, so be on the lookout for some special deals and plenty of time to get everything before Christmas. I'm not sure when I'll be back. I will be recording before I go on holiday, and so I just don't know. I don't want to make promises anymore. So I will see you at the next video, and I hope you guys are enjoying making your home your happy place. Bye.